Welcome back to another Black Lightning recap. I'm your host Terry, and today I'm looking at episode 7, Equinox, the Book of Fate. These titles, man, but man, I'm hyped. I'm real hyped. I just saw the ending. That ended, man. It ended off on a crazy note. We taking this thing to a whole nother level. And I was really liking this episode at first, so that definitely gave me some extra juice. This episode was real cool, man. I was really enjoying it. They did some things that I was waiting to see. And number one, that's Tobias. I was talking about him last episode where it was like they really kind of made him that number 2. And I'm like, okay, this sucks. I don't want Lady Eve being the boss and all that. And that completely changed. Now, she's dead. And they set her up to get killed or whatever. But as we can clearly see by the end, and foreshadowing throughout the whole season, there's some next level voodoo magic, dark magic, raised from the dead type crap going on. And so, there's definitely 100% chance that Lady Eve is going to come back later. But for right now, Tobias at least established that he wants to be the top dog. He doesn't want to be, her little pet. And so that's what I need, cause Tobias, the actor's good. And I thought the character is really interesting, but then make him number 2 just ruined it. But I like that he said, you know what, bump that. She ain't gonna punk me. I'm about to take over. So I like that. You need that in a villain. Him in that cage fighting, that was weird. Okay, he's wearing a gi. Now he's got, martial arts trained. I don't know. It's just weird. But I just like Will, man. I like Will and everything they did with him. And this episode didn't go over the top. It was kind of more quiet, introspective. I like that. We didn't do too much Black Lightning. We didn't do any Thunder. I like that. We got a little bit at the school. We got a little bit at home. We got a lot with Gamby. I like we just mixed it up, but it wasn't, it wasn't anything, in your face loud. There wasn't much action. It really was just about kind of picking up the pieces where we left off, which was an okay episode last time. But I think it was more focused this time. And so we really looked at this relationship between the parents and how they're going to deal with their daughter having powers. And we didn't get much of the younger daughter or any of that to convolute it. It really was kind of that. And then the B story was more about Tobias and what he's trying to do with Lady Eve. So I appreciated this episode. And then, yeah, like I said, that ending just really juiced it. I mean, the whole thing with Lady Eve getting attacked, that was cool. But the other side of that, where Black Lightning shows up to confront Tobias, and that was great because we finally got to see Black Lightning confront him, and Tobias was scared. He was not he was not happy to see him. And then his sister died too, and his boy got earlier. It's just Tobias is getting pushed. I like it because he's gonna end up on the edge and really become a true villain. But with all that, and I'm like, Gamby, what is he doing? I need to know. But with all that out of the way, that ending, Octavius, or Latavius, it's Latavius because he was Lala. So Latavius awakens, and I was happy because that actor was too good to throw away. So he awakens. And then we see the mother he killed. At first I'm thinking she's alive too, but then she turns into a tattoo on his chest. Now I don't know if any of that was real or what, but we can see that Latavius come back. And we've already seen with this whole funeral home and everything Lady Eve was doing that something weird is happening. It's very, very much like the Marvel Netflix with the hand. That's exactly what it reminds me of, and it's very creepy. But Latavius is back, and really, you still got Tobias, but I guess he's got a path to kind of become his own man now. Do these people come back? I don't know. They gonna explain. I'm not even gonna think about it. I just think it's cool to see him come back, and I think it's cool that now that Black Lightning knows about his daughter, and her daughter knows about him, and they're going to work together to be a duo. And Gamby looks like his time is almost up. Now that we're established with all that, now it's time to start not getting weird, but getting deeper into the fantasy. As much as I like the down-to-earth, gritty stuff, And I would love more stuff at the school, to be honest, but this is a hero show, so it's time to start getting into the fantasy part of it. And, yeah, I wonder how weird it's going to be. So, but as far as this episode, I give it a B+. Again, that last, fight scene and then the end scene with Latavius pushed it up for me. I give it probably a solid 88. Had a good time with it. So I'm excited for next week. But go to the comment section. Let me know what you thought. What did you think about the ending in Latavius? Do you think Lady Eve is coming back? What about Tobias Well? What's going to be his next plan now that his sister died? Comment, share it around, thumbs up, subscribe. And if you heard it here, it's official canon.